Champ Inglis Drever looks absolute picture.
Of course, it is a much shorter run to the final flight on this old course in comparison to the course that this race is normally run over. That could affect Inglis Drever, who is the positive in the paddock. On the course, Kasbah, Bliss and the Market Man. Positives for Blazing Bailey. My Way to Soul's End. Kasbah, Bliss on the exchanges look well. And negatives in the market for the favourite.
£40,000 with Chronicle at 6-4 for Inglis Drever. Still easy to back. The Jolly at 11-8.
5 million match on Betfair on this race. The positives, Blazing Bailey, My Way to Soul's End.
And away they go for a third Grade 1 race of the afternoon. It's the Ladbrokes World Hurdle. They're on their way. Ladbrokes straight into the lead in the red headgear. The current leader in the order of merit, Hardy Eustace, the former dual champion hurdler, in the pale jacket in second place. Material World is third, followed by Flight Leader in fourth place. Then Chief Dan George, the Market Man towards the inside of Kazal, followed by Sonny and Joe, and then Blazing Bailey, the inside of his stablemate My Way to Soul's End. Without wide is Wichita Lineman as they jump the first right. At the moment, Inglis Drever is about 4 or 5 from the end towards the inside, well off the pace. Don't expect to see him prominent too soon. Eber Zion's also out the back with Kasbah, Bliss. And Aitmatov is also held up in a noseband as they continue along the back straight towards the second. And Ladbrokes is having this fantastic season from Hardy Eustace in second place. Material World in the yellow headgear jumps at third. Orange jacketed Flight Leader out wide, the pink colours of Kazal. Then Chief Dan George towards the inside of Sonny and Joe. Wichita Lineman is out wider. My Way to Soul's End in red and white, followed by Blazing Bailey. In the pink cap on the inside is the Market Man. The grey Special Envoy is further back. Then Inglis Drever in the beige cap towards the inside, still about fourth last, jumping there, followed by Aitmatov, Kasbah, Bliss and the grey Eber Zion. Redemption to the outside, just ahead of them as they run uphill towards the highest point on the race course. And Ladbrokes by a length and a half to Hardy Eustace in second place as they start down the hill. Inglis Drever, the 11-8 favourite here. A bit uneasy though at the off. Ladbrokes from Hardy Eustace. Then Material World. Kazal is tanking up to join the leaders. Flight Leader on the outside on the left now. My Way to Soul's End, and then Chief Dan George with up the inside the Market Man as they clear the next. Followed by Sonny and Joe in the cheek pieces towards the outside, and Wichita Lineman. And then back in the field is Blazing Bailey, Inglis Drever, Eber Zion, Kasbah, Bliss, Special Envoy, Redemption, and Aitmatov. Approaching now flight number 5 of 12 here. And it's still just Ladbrokes. Material World on the inside. Hardy Eustace right on terms here, running at his 6th festival, 3 times a winner at this meeting. He's a Cheltenham legend as they run round this turn. Ladbrokes from Hardy Eustace, Material World Flight Leader, then Kazal. After Kazal, then is Chief Dan George, Sonny and Joe, My Way to Soul's End. The Market Man's up the inside, followed by Blazing Bailey, Wichita Lineman, then Inglis Drever towards the inside still. Kasbah, Bliss, then Special Envoy, Redemption, Eber Zion and Aitmatov at the rear of the field. It'd only be about 12 lengths cover them as now they head out onto their final circuit in this Ladbrokes World Hurdle. And Ladbrokes has led all the way, shadowed by Hardy Eustace in second place. Flight Leader is third, then Material World and Kazal, followed by Chief Dan George to the inside of My Way to Soul's End, the winner 2 years ago, moving up into 7th place now. My Way to Soul's End looking for his 3rd festival win. The Market Man is next from Blazing Bailey, Wichita Lineman, then Sonny and Joe. Inglis Drever still locked away on the inside by Dennis O'Regan as they head towards the next. Ladbrokes takes it fluidly, as does Hardy Eustace in second place. Eber Zion, a bad landing at the rear of the field, drops out of contention. Flight Leader remains in 3rd place as they now head along towards flight number 8. And it's Ladbrokes, a tremendous ally to his rider Tom Scudamore. Hardy Eustace and Conor O'Dwyer riding at his last festival in second place. In third is Flight Leader. Kazal, My Way to Soul's End, is stalking them then. It's set fair this for a great race. Up the inside, Material World. Inglis Drever, who often hits a flat stop. He's travelling very well at the moment. He's moved up past a few now. He's moving into the midfield, is the favourite. Searching for his 3rd World Hurdle. He'll make history if he can do it as they race up up the hill with now 4 flights left to jump. And up ahead, Lochderg is almost joined by Hardy Eustace there. Kazal over in third from flight leader. They're chased by My Way to Solzen as Lochderg now comes under pressure. Chief Dan George and Inglis Drever getting closer with every stride. Wichita lineman to the outside, and Hardy Eustace has now taken over because Lochderg is dropping back. Kazal is going with Hardy Eustace as they reach the top of the hill. My Way to Solzen is moving nicely in the headgear. He's running his best race of the season. Flight leader Wichita lineman, then Kasbah, Bliss in the yellow jacket now being delivered by Christophe Pure as they run down the hill. Inglis Drever on the inside. This then is the third last. Hardy Eustace is kicked into it by Connor. From in second place Kazal, but Kazal now edges on and Hardy Eustace suddenly looks a bit one pace. My Way to Solzen is travelling kindly. In fourth is Kasbah Bliss. Inglis Drever now moves into fifth place, getting ever closer. Wichita lineman to the outside. This is the second last. Kazal lands just ahead of My Way to Solzen. Then Kasbah Bliss to the outside. Inglis Drever is scampering after them, now being ridden to do so as they round the final turn. And it's Kazal from Kasbah Bliss, My Way to Solzen, and just in behind them is Inglis Drever, and he's pulled out now for his challenge. Here's the final flight. Kasbah Bliss, Kazal joined by Inglis Drever, and usually he storms up the hill. Inglis Drever now challenging Kasbah Bliss. They fight it out together. Kasbah Bliss on the far side, Inglis Drever on the near side. He's getting up. Inglis Drever now heads on from Kasbah Bliss as they race to the line, and Inglis Drever makes Cheltenham history and wins his third world hurdle. Kasbah Bliss is second. In third is Kazal, followed back in fourth by Blazing Bailey, disputing it with his stablemate My Way to Solzen. Aymatov is next. His place has erupted here at Cheltenham. Ginny Wright absolutely exultant. She's dashing up the hill in her usual fashion, and this is going to be a highly emotional victory here. No horse has ever won this race 3 times. There have been some very good horses that have won it twice, the likes of Crimson Embers, Galmoy, the great French stayer Barracuda as well, but Inglis Drever has topped the lot here under a beautiful ride from Dennis O'Regan. He's absolutely timed the run to perfection, jumping the last. It was anybody's race between him and Kasbah Bliss, and Kazal had run very well, but you just know that Inglis Drever is going to charge like the wrath of God up this Cheltenham hill, a bit like Ginny Wright now as she goes to greet her beloved horse. This is a wonderful result here at Cheltenham, and expect Inglis Drever to get the reception of the week so far.
It's Inglis Drever. That's not coming over the hill.
I think somebody, oh, I'm getting a kiss. No. Hey, go on. Dennis, I think you're going to get a big smackaroonie as well here, and rightly so. Oh, it's lovely. You are outstanding, and hey, what a horse. You made history.
What a horse. Oh, what a horse. Can't believe it. 3 in a row, 3 stage hurdles. A series horse. Yeah. Never panicked, never in trouble. He just takes off, doesn't he?
He just takes off when you came in the home straight.
Yeah, Howard said before, and look, he said you wouldn't want to be getting there any sooner than in the last. So it was a bit down at the last, good jump at the last, and he does the rest himself. So what a fantastic week to get on these 2 horses that won this week.
Absolutely superb. And can I come to you? What's that feeling like?
Just jubilation, a piece of history. I'm part of it. Oh, the whole team deserve it, and the horse deserve it. This morning he knew exactly where he was, and he felt so good.
Enjoy the next 10 minutes.
What a remarkably gutsy performance, Inglis Drever. He didn't seem to hit the flat spot as usual, but once he insinuated himself into the race, you knew they'd never hold him. You knew he'd come up this hill like the terrier he is. And what a thumpingly popular Cheltenham win. Inglis Drever, a 3rd magnificent world hurdle.
Those scenes, I'm talking to the man responsible for training a 3-time world hurdle winner, Howard Johnson, and very
fortunate and supportive owner, Graham Wiley. Been in the game a long time, Howard. What does it feel to be part of Cheltenham history?
Well, it feels great. Third time, you know, he missed a year and it's come good, and all credit to the horse first, and then Andrew and Graham's been a very good support of the yard, and it's just unbelievable, unbelievable.
Graham, what's it like watching a race like that? I mean, he's not an easy horse to watch because he doesn't always travel well, and he just schooled round the back.
I was very quiet until he came over the last, and then I was going crackers. But can I just say, what a great performance by Howard Johnson. It was fantastic, and I'm so pleased for him, for the yard, for the horse, and for Dennis. It's a great end to the day.
No, you're quite a team, but I mean, this is Cheltenham history now, and it'll be a hard act for any horse over the coming years to follow. Will he stay in training?
Well, I'll have a word with Graham at the end of the season. If he had a chance in the Order of Merit, we might run him at Aintree, you know, my lucky course. We'll make the decision. We might come back for one more next year, but he'd not have a lot more races in this horse's life.
You must have had, I mean, it's a difficult run into this festival because you had a problem in the yard. You weren't 100% sure. Winner on Tuesday must have helped. Graham, has it been nervous?
Leslie, there's always a drama with Howard in this race, you know, so, you know, it was just, you had to stay calm, stay quiet. We knew the horse was in good form, and, you know, the good horses have run very well.
You've been here before, but how does it feel today, particularly?
I'd say, near enough the best training performance in my life, yes.
Very proud and very happy.
Brilliant. Well, really enjoy it. A wonderful horse. Thanks for letting us share him.
Thank you.
Well, they're two people who almost exemplify actions speak louder than words, and they're very proud of their horse, so they should be. Oh, some fine ones in there. Tough little horse, this, very strong. Alistair said that he didn't go flat. I think maybe not as bad as he has done. Just once or twice, John, in the race, as they ran down the hill, he looked in trouble, and we can take it from here.
Well, he's given a fine ride, but what a smashing little horse this is. When you think he was off for a year with a leg, not too many of them come back and are as good as this. First 9-year-old to win. He was lowered Barracuda's colours when he looked as though he was set to win his third staying crown. But a real joy to ride he must be. Really quick over his hurdles. Right from day one he's been good, Ted. And Christophe Pugh got a good tune out of Kasbah. Bliss must have thought that he was going to win this at one stage, but this horse just loves coming up the hill.
He does, yeah, and Dennis O'Regan has given him a cracker ride. I mean, Dennis had his first winner here at Cheltenham, Tidal Bay, at the festival, I mean, and he's gone around on the inside of Chalk there. I thought My Way to Solomon was going to take a big part, but he just emptied. Kazal has run a big race. At this stage, the French horse has gone there, but a great lep out of the little horse again, and once he got there, the way his record is up that hill, you knew he was never going to get beat. And even though Kasbah Bliss has fought back at him, it was always going to be Inglis Drever. Dennis, stylish, strong, and Christophe Pugh, 9 times champion jockey in France. He's given it his all as well too. Different as chalk and cheese, but they're both getting a good tune at him.
And he's done well because he gave up a decent, you know, he was doing well in Ireland.
Yeah,
to come over here.
Just sharing the second spot in Knowles behind Paul, but at the same time he's come over here with a good contract. The only thing you want to be careful is there's a different rider on this horse every year he's won.
Well, the mass ranks of Cheltenham racegoers are ready to greet this horse, Inglis Drever. Absolutely packed the winner's enclosure. Listen to the call he gets.
Well, an incredibly proud moment for the connections here. For a long time, we might have seen a really special horse in Masterminded winning the 2-mile champion chase. But if you're a jump fan, you want a horse that's been there, done it, been through the mill. And this is the sort of horse that warms people's hearts, makes them come racing. And for Ginny Wright, well, you just haven't seen anything better so far in the festival. Special horse and a special person. Really good all-round team, this lot.
Yeah, and great for racing. I mean, Ginny has milked it well, but at the same time, she has Definitely people will remember Inglis, Drever and Ginny Wright. There's a lot of grooms and fellas wouldn't know who they were. But
Ted, you know yourself, good lads make good horses.
Ah, yeah. And they know them so well, and they know when they're grubbing up well and when they go in the morning how bright their old eye is, and they can report to you straight away. It's very much the unsung heroes, and it's been the same for 100 years. I mean, a horse is as good as the people who surround them as well, you know.
And how difficult is it to get a horse back once they've had a leg injury?
Yeah,
that's so many don't come back, do they?
I mean, he's had 12 months off. They very seldom come back to this level.
Yeah,
I mean, he's strained a tendon. They come back, but they don't come back to his level. He was second to the Son Alliance here, won the Stayers hurdle, and then got a leg, and off for a year and come back to this level.